Namaskaram, welcome to Radio Surabhi. This is your host Shruti. We are proud to belong to a country with a rich heritage of classical music, where centuries old traditions continue to inspire and shape the musical landscape. Among India's ancient most musical instruments is the Saraswati Vina, which is the national instrument of India, often associated with Ma Saraswati Devi, the goddess of arts and knowledge. Our guest for today is India's torch-bearer worldwide for Saraswati Veena, an artist, collaborator, composer, researcher, creator, pioneer, and educator. Her life achievements over 35 years truly embodies the rich musical heritage of India, making her one of the legendary Veena maestros that India has ever produced. She is none other than Sakshatu Saraswati Swarupam, Dr. Jayanthi Kumaresh. Jayanti ji, namaskaram and a very warm welcome to our show.
What a pleasure to speak to you.
We are truly honored, ma'am. We are truly honored to have you with us today. And I'm super excited too.
Likewise.
Thank you, ma'am. So, Jayanti ji, so you are the official torch bearer of this wonderful national instrument of India. So how did it all start?
I come from a family of musicians. So from Tyagaraja Swami, the lineage, my great-great-grandfather was a direct disciple of Saint Tyagaraja.
Wow.
And 6 generations of musicians playing violin mainly. Then my Peddamma, my mother's elder sister, she is the only Veena player.
Okay.
And my sister played violin, all my cousins played violin, Amma played violin. But Amma started me off with Veena when I was 3.
Okay.
She started teaching me, and then I went under the guidance of my aunt, my mother's elder sister, who was the only Veena player in this entire family.
Okay.
Yeah. And I learned from her. She used to live in Chennai and I was in Bangalore. And then she moved to Singapore for many years. Until then I was learning from Amma. When she came back, I moved to live with her, like Gurukula Vasam.
Okay.
She's one of the very strictest teachers you can see. And then under her guidance, I took this up. She was a great inspiration, and this became my main thing in life. I was further blessed to also learn from Dr. S. Balachandar sir, the Veena legend. I continue to learn from every source possible, and the student in me is still active. This family is continuing to produce musicians.
Right.
My nephew is Abhishek Raghuram, the vocalist.
Okay. Oh, okay.
My sister's son.
Okay.
So hopefully this lineage will continue. Now the beauty is his daughter is playing violin.
Wow. So violin is continuing the family.
Yeah, with the grace of God, if this family of music continues, it will be a great blessing for us.
For sure, ma'am. It has to continue, like you said, because you belong to such a great family of musicians. So it will for sure continue the legacy.
Thank you so much. God's grace.
So, ma'am, like you were mentioning about your Peddamma, Srimati Padmavati Anantagopalanji, right?
Correct.
So, how was she responsible for crafting your musical journey? Because you were in a Gurukula system with her. You even left your family, not your family, your parents. You left your parents. You were staying with her for a very long time. So, how was she responsible in crafting your future?
So the difference between going for a Veena class or a music class from your own house versus staying with your guru in those times especially was that you observe everything, how they live, how they practice, how they teach, what they prioritize in their life, what discipline is. My Pedama was known, I think the word discipline itself they coined only after seeing her. I mean,
Okay.
she was that
Such
disciplined
a
and that strict. So
okay.
she would stick one timetable for me. I
Mm.
think discipline, dedication, and obedience are the three things
Mm.
that have helped anybody who has made it to any level in any field. You trust that they will do the best for you.
Right.
You are obedient and follow the path they have chosen for you.
Mm.
And you are mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, you are having 100% trust in that path.
True.
And
Mm.
then you follow it. So the word guru itself, gu and ru is darkness, and gu is
Okay.
the one who removes darkness.
Wow.
So, yeah, that is the word guru. So
Mm.
they have walked this path already. They know what is good, and they're doing it for you. So, complete trust and faith, sincerity and dedication, I think that will take us, the Guru Kataksham will take us and she would do a beautiful timetable, getting up at 4 o'clock, practicing 4 hours, evening 4 hours. I used to go to school
Mm.
and I used to sing a lot at
How
that
old
time.
were you, ma'am, when you joined her, when you started
When I
living with
joined,
her?
I was in 8th standard. School work, practice, and then Sanskrit learning, French learning. She was
Oh.
kind of molding me into becoming an international figure. I should know, politics. I should know international affairs. I should be able to go to France and Europe and give a lecture demonstration. And I should know
Right.
the Sahityam. I should know the story, mythology of everything. And then
Wonderful.
I should know the history of the Veena, how it was made.
Mm.
So she made sure experience, information, and every kind of knowledge she could was passed on to me. But gurus always give in large containers.
Mm.
Students have only small, small containers. So at a time, we can take only less. Many of
Right.
the knowledge spills. So if we wake up at the right time, we say,
Mm.
hey, there is a lot coming, and we put our energies together and bring a big container.
True.
So it depends on what you take. That's
Mm.
how much you can grab from a guru.
Right. Very wonderfully said, ma'am. Very true about a guru. But I've also heard during your learning days, every evening you had a schedule of playing in front of some imaginary audience, and then errors were noted down, and you would actually revisit after dinner.
It was like a concert every day.
Mm.
So I
Okay.
had to, yes, so every imaginary venue I have played it like that, and
Wow.
it would be like a concert, and
Mm.
whatever after that would be dinner, and then whatever I did wrong would be rectified after that.
So you kind of had a concert every day, every evening.
Every day I had a concert every other day. Yes,
Wow.
every day.
But what was the kind of feeling you carried those days to follow and to be under such a taskmaster? Did you ever regret
Um,
for having
no,
taken this decision?
see, at that time, you're a child. You don't. There's no time for friends. There's no
Yeah.
time for a social life, and every minute of yours is taken up because I was chasing a timetable.
Hmm.
Every day I was chasing a timetable. So, oh my God, it's late for this. Oh my God, I have to practice this. And she
Right.
would observe almost like a remote control. Every minute she knew what I was doing.
Wow.
I was a poetess. So I was this dreamy thing who will write a poem about everything, including how to put the vessels in the shelf. So, yeah,
Hmm.
I would give names to different vessels, and
Oh.
I had my head in the clouds. So, for a person like me to be tamed and to be brought into discipline, so it was a combination of a very dreamy kid and
Hmm.
a child who's, brought into discipline.
Okay.
So I used to sit and write poems after poems, poems after poems.
Wow.
And I used to follow her routine and all of that. It was not easy. I missed my parents. But
Hmm.
to see how giving my guru was,
Hmm.
I think you can't just choose to be with a guru. It has to be destined.
Very true, ma'am.
For
That's God's
however
blessings
long,
to be.
yeah, you can't choose a guru. I mean, you can't say,
True.
okay, this person I'll choose and be choose as my guru. You can't choose a guru and all.
Right.
Just like you can't choose your parents, no.
Very true. It's all God's blessings to be under the right
Yeah,
guru.
yeah, yeah.
So, when was your first concert then?
I had played many concerts, little concerts as a kid, but formal concert, I think it was when I was 14 or 15. But one concert, I had actually played a lot of concerts with my Pedama herself, Veena duet. But my first solo concert was in Mylapore Fine Arts when I was 14 or 15.
Oh, okay. So, any memories attached to your very first concert? Because first
Yeah.
concerts
She
are
made
always
me
special.
practice so much that I finished playing a 2 hour slot in 1.5 hours, and then she would make me play this over. So she believed, and I believe, and the entire, it's a very Western concept actually. That is Western now, but our people have done it. So if you take one kriti, let us say you have to present a kriti, just if you think you got it, you haven't gotten it. I've heard that many great musicians, they would play one song 1,000 times. Even MS Amma, what am I talking about Western? MS Amma will not present a kriti in a concert unless she has minimum sung it 500 times.
Wow. Ah.
Minimum. So Dodama also, I would play this, she would make me do it over and over and over. So you get a kind of siddhi. It's just like you take Ramanama. If you just say Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, nothing happens.
Right.
Why do they say Tyagaraja did Koti Ramanama? Somebody did Sahasra Ramanama. Why? Because that particular mantra attains a vibration, a siddhi. Similarly, each kriti or each thing, when repeated over and over and over again, there is an aura that is built on that particular song.
Yeah.
And then that siddhi will shine in the concert. So in that concert, I had played it so many times. I finished everything in 1.5 hours. And then for next half an hour, the organizer said I should play something else. And my guru signaled like this. I thought she's asking me to play the concert from the beginning. And then she ran and said, no, play something else.
Okay. You play Saraswati Vina, right, ma'am? So what is Saraswati Veena and how different is it from a regular Veena, normal Veena, which usually people play?
The normal Veena is only called Saraswati Vina.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. Okay.
The South Indian Veena that you see behind, can you see?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
This is the normal Veena. This is only Saraswati.
What was your very first collaboration?
My very first collaboration was with an artist who played the slide guitar. Kamala Shankar is her name. She's a very renowned artist now. So it was for the memory of my guru, Dr. S. Balachandar sir. When he passed away, we did a memory concert. So I did a Jugalbandi with her. That was my first collaboration.
Okay.
But before that, actually, if I should talk about collaboration, we did something called as Veena Venu Violin, which my uncle Lalgudi Jayaraman Garu, he was doing.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was very fortunate to play with two lovely artists. On the violin was Lalgudi Vijayalakshmi ji, and on the flute was Vidushi Sikkal Mala Chandrasekhar.
Wow.
So that actually is my first collaboration. And we were all young, and everywhere they would call as Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, and
Wow.
every other place we have played. And even
Okay.
the smallest, remotest village, they would
Mm.
call us and we would go and play.
And then your journey continued, becoming one of
Continued.
the
It
best solo.
continued. Yeah, it continued. Then I did solo, and then of course duet with my guru was happening, and then north south
Mm.
jugalbandis happened, and
Right.
then western with a few western artists, and
Mm.
then I was invited to do collaborations with the British Philharmonia, and then recently with Baroque music
Wow.
in Berlin.
Mm.
Um, then now Helsinki with the Helsinki Philharmonia. Then with North Indian artists, several artists, Ronu Majumdarji,
Right.
Purbayan Chatterjee.
Mm.
Um, of course, most popular is with Kala Ramnathji. Now, one collaboration that is very close to my heart is the one I perform with my husband,
Mm.
Vidwan Shri Kumaresh ji. It's called Strings Attached.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Violin and veena together. We
Right.
do this. Another collaboration that is something from which I'm learning so much, or I learned, I should say, it was with Ustad Zakir Hussain ji
Wow.
and Kala Ramnath ji.
Mm.
Zakir Bhai formed a band called Triveni, where
Okay.
three thought processes came together:
Mm.
Hindustani violin, Carnatic veena, and his is universal drums, universal percussion. You
Right.
can't say he is Hindustani or Carnatic, he's beyond any genre.
True.
So we performed a lot. He guided us. We
Mm.
performed in several countries, several concerts. We even had tours lined up for this year, but we are
Wow.
unfortunate that we
Very
lost.
unfortunate, ma'am.
So collaborations are continuing. I collaborated with a storyteller. I had collaborated with a painter. So there are, I think, several collaborations. I might have forgotten a few, but my heart goes out for with respect to every person with whom I was blessed to share the stage.
Wonderful, ma'am. And you even formed your own band called Indian Spice.
Correct. Indian Spice was for world music, which
Mm.
was with drums, keyboard, bass guitar, and all of that.
Kind of a
Indian
fusion.
National Orchestra was
Mm-hmm.
something that represented the classical music of our country with 21 musicians. We had the cream of the musicians, north and south, all of us, 21 people, and we created new music for that about each thing that India stands for.
Mm.
One piece was called Kashmir to Kanyakumari, one piece was
Oh,
about Ganga, one was about the Himalayas.
wow.
So it truly represented India in every sense.
Mm.
Indian Spice is our fusion band.
And ma'am, you have done an extensive research on the instrument, Saraswati Veena. So could you tell us a little bit about the origin and the evolution of this wonderful instrument, which is believed to have existed since the ancient Vedic times?
Yeah, the Veena, basically, we all say it is a divine celestial instrument, right? So we have read about it in Lalita Sahasranama. We have read about it in Kalidasa's work, in Saundarya Lahari. So
Right.
we hear the names Mahati, Vipanchi, all this. So
True.
Saraswati supposed to have played the Veena, Narada plays the Veena, Shiva plays the Veena. So are these all this Veena? No.
Mm.
Each of the Veena, so any string instrument was called Veena.
Mm.
Like it is said that Vaniyante iti Veena, any string instrument is a Veena.
Mm.
Even violin is called Dhanur Veena.
Okay.
Santur is called Shatatantri Veena.
Mm-hmm.
So this Veena that we play today, it has come only in the last 350 to 400 years. Earlier, during the Samaveda time, people who chanted Vedikas, they would chant their wives, who were called yajamanis, they would
Mm.
have an instrument where a grass was used and
Oh,
that was plucked and to the chant of Samaveda. That was also mentioned as Veena.
okay. Mm.
So when we say, Vipanchya, Gayanti, Vividam Apadanam, Pashupate, all these shlokas, when we hear, the Veena that is described there is physically, structurally different from this Veena.
Mm.
This one, during the Vijayanagar Empire, King Raghunath Nayak, during his time, they designed this Veena with 24 frets, 7 strings, that is 4 main strings, 3 strings in the side.
Mm.
But this instrument has changed from size, shape, structure, sound for a very long time now.
Okay. So, ma'am, coming to being an educator, we have students across the globe. So, if it has to be a virtual class, so how would you actually teach on the Veena? Because it is not as easy as teaching vocals on the screen, that to a string instrument, which involves a lot of plucking and techniques.
So, having learnt in the Gurukula system, which is the most traditional system, I was not for online learning until a very long time. Um, I had my prejudice about that until COVID times, actually.
Mhm.
I used to teach vocal on Skype, but I
Okay.
mean, I would little bit hesitate to teach Veena on Zoom or Skype. But the COVID times changed my opinion,
Mm.
and I saw that my students improved a lot because they say that when the camera is placed so close by and they record the call, they are able to see the left hand in a close way. They are able to see the right hand, which when they
Okay.
sit in person, also
Mm.
they are having the ability to replay the class several times.
True.
So there is absolutely no problem
Mm.
when they learn
Okay.
online. When we started the Jayanthi Kumaresh Academy for Veena with about 3,500 registrations
Wow.
across, now we have done more
Mm.
than 55 master classes.
Mm.
Yeah, and even now, day after tomorrow, there is a class on Danyasi. So this is happening well. The master classes are happening. We are going to bring out lessons in a systematic way. The first 7 years courses, all that is there in the wings. It's parked. We will very soon get to doing it.
So Venus in the past, needed a lot of maintenance as the frets were all fixed and fixed using wax, and wax would melt easily. So have you ever had to experience that kind of a situation?
Yeah, yeah. Veena then and now also it does require a lot of care more than maintenance.
Mm.
Because now you see, violin, after playing, they put it into a box. Flute, after playing, they put it into a cloth cover.
Oh,
Mridangam, they usually keep it outside, but they put it into a zip bag. So this, you see that everything is exposed.
right.
And the
Mm.
fret boards are made out of honeybee wax. So when we check this instrument in the airport, in the luggage sometimes, when you take it out, I had gone for this collaboration with this British Philharmonia. I opened my box, two frets are out.
Oh.
So I had to get a candle and a knife and I had to fix the frets there. And I
Mm.
might not have been able to do a professional work like a Veena maker, but I managed. In fact, I must tell you this very funny incident. Once in Norway, it was some -10.
Oh.
I reached the venue, and in that cold,
Mm.
there was a crack in the um, wax ledge. So when I
Okay.
opened it for the concert, the
Mm.
re fret came out. So I played that concert without ragas, without re.
Oh.
I started with Amrita Varshini. I did all
Okay.
of that. That concert, I didn't play re. I came back, fixed the re, and played.
I- But audience wouldn't have made it up. Very nice, ma'am. So, we have this acoustic veena, of course, which is a traditional veena, and
Yeah.
also we have a lot of these electronic veenas these days.
Electric and electronic, correct.
So, is one preferred over the other in any specific case, or you always prefer acoustic in any situation?
See, electric, electronic, and all is easy to carry.
Mm,
Somehow, over the years, I have felt that I'm an ambassador of this culture and ambassador of the national instrument of India
right.
and ambassador of the tradition I represent, ambassador of the story that India has to tell the world. So at that time, just because it is easy for me, I don't
Mm,
want to not take the actual thing. I want people across the globe to see the actual Veena in its size and with that dragon, with the strings. So my guru has made a design for me
mm.
where I can dismantle the
Okay.
real actual Veena, the parts that do not contribute to the sound, like
Mm-hmm.
the dragon. You can even play on it after dismantling. So it has nothing to
Oh,
do with the sound.
okay.
But when I fit it back, it is the actual full Veena.
Right. Mm,
I want people to see that. And also children, when I introduce them to this instrument,
mm.
if I take a electric or electronic version, I don't want them to think of it as a guitar.
True, true. Yes, ma'am.
When
Absolutely.
children think of Veena, they should think of that big kodam, that dandi, that
That is the
dragon,
beauty of Veena. The way it
isn't it?
looks. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Veena has mostly remained to be a Carnatic instrument. So why hasn't anyone adopted Veena for Hindustani, ma'am?
Yeah, there is E. Gayatri Garu's sister,
Mm,
Shyamala ji. She lives in Mumbai. She plays
mm.
Hindustani on Veena.
Okay. But it's not very popularized as Veena.
It's not
It, yeah.
because the Veena is called Rudra Veena in the north, and that is
Correct.
what is popular. It's also
Mm,
called Bean. There is one instrument called Bean, but here it is Saraswati Vina, there it is Rudra Veena.
okay.
But the
Mm,
structure of Rudra Veena is very different. It
mm-hmm.
looks like this, but two resonators, and sometimes they keep it vertically in the Urdhva style and play.
So one of your projects, I must mention my most favorite of, all the musical demonstrations ever available online on the YouTube is your Cup O Carnatic series. So the way you connected various popular tracks like, maybe Harry Potter, Star Wars, Pink Panther, etc., uh, to our own Carnatic ragas. And not just that, the kids series is the best. I've never ever heard of such a concept for kids. The way you narrated some beautiful stories with you choosing and playing those beautiful, relevant Carnatic ragas made them so interesting, attracting the younger generations, right from toddlers to the young adults, and perhaps even adults like me. So the one I loved the most was the very first one, the Mighty Lion and the Mouse
Lion and the Mouse,
story,
yes.
Nata for lion, the mighty lion, mighty Nata Ragam, and then Ahogi for that little chirpy mouse. It was so beautiful. Ma'am, how did that concept even come up? What was the idea behind all that?
Um, all this happened during the COVID times, and we had to come up with things that would make people smile, um, it that would make them feel happy.
Okay.
So that's when the word fun,
Mm,
uh, we wanted to have it. It's when you say you're going to give a lot of gyan, everybody thinks, oh, this is so technical, I won't understand. When you call a series a fun series,
right.
it's you're not playing the actual Western tune. You're not playing Pink Panther. You just give a suggestion, and
Mm,
then they know this tune. And then slowly you hold their hand and say, hey, you know what? Just like this ragam is
Yes.
very close to it. You may want to try this. And then you introduce them to that. So, from the known to unknown, that was
Yeah.
the concept. And
Mm.
I loved learning all those tunes and playing it. And I really enjoyed myself and discovering which ragas were close to it, how you
Right.
could take them on a journey to a particular raga was a lot of fun. Kids series, I always wanted to do.
Hmm.
Um, this we wanted to do it with Panchatantra tales, but then
Mm.
we found out some different stories from different sources, the ant and the grasshopper and all of
Right.
that, and how each character has a signature in a raga, how
Mm.
each movement of an animal or a movement of a person, the gait of an elephant or the
Right.
jumping of a deer or the movement of a mouse can be shown musically.
Yes.
We hear all this in Disney movies. Our kids
Mm.
watch those. When they see Tom and Jerry, they hear the music behind. But to
Right.
show that this can be done with our ragas and in a
Yes.
traditional instrument like veena, then uh, kids who learn veena or who learn Carnatic music, they won't think, oh, but we are learning only a 2000-year-old tradition. They think, hey, I can do cool things on my veena.
True. But ma'am, how does one understand nature of ragas to express one's music better?
It is a mood, it is color. See, actually, this Cup O Carnatic series, now it is out as a live show. So we did a
Oh.
live show in Bangalore with a lot of multimedia, sound, light, to make it a full experience. In fact, we are
Wow.
doing one show in Chennai now. We'll probably bring it to US sometime.
Yeah, ma'am, we look
So
forward to it.
that particular show shows about how the notes itself
Mm.
creates a mood, creates a feeling, creates
Mm.
an emotion. So when it's bright notes, riga is bright, riga, immediately it's a dark. It's like
True.
colors, right? Ragas means colors. So when you
Mm.
change these shades, light blue, dark blue, the mood changes.
See, ma'am. So, strings attached, like you were talking about earlier, a beautiful collaboration between you and none other than Kumaresh ji, your husband. So, how do you both usually plan a concert? How do you find something common to play?
Kumaresh ji and Ganesh ji, they are completing their 51st year of performance this year.
Mm.
So, any profession, imagine you've been on stage for 51 years and you've been
Mm.
performing. So, Kumaresh ji is someone who wants to do something new in every concert.
Yes.
I'm someone, I come from a very traditional background. I
Mm.
like to do something new, but also present something from our traditional heritage.
Mm.
So, first there'll be a lot of discussion and planning. We'll play this, we'll play that, we'll play this, and that will go on for a long time. And finally, we come up with something which has a bit of the traditional repertoire and something new that we have created. See, for strings attached itself, we have created several new compositions that bring out the beauty of our instruments and the beauty of the raga within the structure of thala. So, traditional ragas, traditional thalas, but new compositions, instrumental compositions. So, we plan strings attached concert very differently.
So, what does it take to be a successful musician as a performer? So, I have 2 points here as a performer first, and number two as a guru. So, first, what is it to be a successful musician as a performer?
Um, First is single minded purpose, not being distracted by, and it's almost like Sri Vidya Upasana.
Hmm.
So, then a good environment that allows you to flower. Lord of God's grace. lot of blessings, luck, good physical, emotional health, a sound mind. All these, when it comes together, somewhere we can go near that.
As a guru, how do you actually handle various kinds of these students and get them onto the same path of music?
The word guru, I think, can be used only for somebody like Adi Shankaracharya, Raghavendra Swami, um, somebody who is in that level of enlightenment. See, we are all only mentors. We are all still learning, and we don't have patience, we don't have so many things. We just want to share what we have learned with some people who are willing to learn and join us in this journey. You know, like Zakir Bhai would always say,
Mm.
can you look at the mirror and stand and say, you know, I am a great guru? You will laugh at yourself, right? How many of us qualify to call ourselves guru? So much
Yeah.
sacrifice, so much enlightenment, and so much is required to be called a guru. See, if we are also called guru, Adi Shankaracharya, Raghavendra Swami is also called guru, then what is the difference? So we are all mentors, we are all senior students, the ones who are learning are junior students. With our experience, since we have 50-55 years of experience in this, we are guiding the music. Don't go there, there is a pothole there, here there is a speed breaker, this is the route, we can guide them. But ultimately they need the blessings of the divine gurus and the gods to do that. So I think I wouldn't qualify to tell you how to be a successful guru. uh, I do what I can with my students. So probably I need the blessings of my guru to pass on that information to them.
Jayanti ji, before we end our conversation for today, I have a very few quick questions. They are rapid fire round. So, what do you prefer between a Suddha Madhyama Raga and a Prati Madhyama Raga during a concert?
Pratimadi.
Prati Madhyama. Music or lyric, which is more important to you being an instrumentalist?
Music.
What, according to you, is one common factor between most of the Carnatic musicians apart from music? One common factor.
Food. Food.
Food, okay. So, if not a Veena player, what other profession would you have chosen?
Vocalist.
Okay. And what kind of music would you prefer to hear when you're driving or traveling? Is it classical or film?
Depends on my mood.
Okay. Wonderful, Jayanti ji. You know, it was so much fun talking to you, knowing a lot of things
Likewise.
from you. And the very first time, I spoke to you over the phone, I was a little skeptical for first time when I was talking to you because you are a very celebrated artist. I was going to talk to a very successful artist, but then the moment I spoke to you on the phone, I was completely melted with the warmth of your affectionate
It's
voice.
my pleasure. I'm glad you're doing this for Indian classical music in that part of the world. Many people should watch your shows, and you're keeping the spirit of India, Indian culture, Indian tradition, Indian music alive there. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Jayanti, for graciously accepting our invitation and taking time out of your very busy schedule. So we are truly,
Pleasure is
truly
all mine.
honored.
Thank you.
Namaskaram.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaskar.